Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Today we have another new deck, and this one for sure is the best deck. I'd say it is really good. My best one is of course this one. No deck probably can beat this one, but apart from that we have this one. Oh my goodness, this is doing a really great job when it actually comes to deck performance. It is really outstanding deck. You won't believe it, the amount of battles we probably will be winning with this deck. It's a really nice one, don't have any doubts with it. Just make sure you implement this deck and make sure you're reaching as high as you can. So it's a really nice deck. Enough of me praising this, let's get right into the video. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel for Clash of Clans or Clash Royale content every single day. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you click on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of my Clash of Clans or Clash Royale content as soon as I upload them. Okay, here is the first one, and both the replays I'm going to show you are the victories part of it. The other one is draw, but then trust me, all the opponent I actually faced have left the match halfway. They actually kind of gave it up in the middle part of actually playing up this game, because that's how this deck actually performs. It's really good. It actually has a lot of counters for most of the cards. The opponent here is doing a really great job at actually taking down the the activating the king tower. That's what I mean to say. But then the opponent here has dropped in the giant skeleton, which of course is not doing any damage at all to the tower. The skeletons from the tombstone come out, which are not gonna let the giant skeleton survive anymore. So the Electro wizard is down, the lumberjack is down over here as well, and the opponent does have the lumberjack up in the mirror side of it, so he's gonna drop in the lumberjack, we're gonna drop in the Valkyrie, and the Valkyrie does defend it with the help of the prince tower over here. So lumberjack again, level 3 is really nice. So we're gonna start over the attack again, pretty same as what we actually did before. Drop in the hog rider, and if possible we're gonna drop in the log. Not possible, if required we're gonna drop in the log. So we're just gonna see if the opponent has to drop in anything. So we're gonna drop in the tombstone again for the giant skeleton, and the opponent is not dropping in anything to counter against the giant skeleton, which is really unfortunate for him. I don't know what's in this guy's mind, but then you definitely have to put something or the other behind the giant skeleton to do the damage required. So again, the opponent is dropping in the Electro wizard, which did take down the mega minion over there pretty easily. So again, the fireball doing the damage, and we're not even actually facing any damage at all by any troop. That's a really good sign. So the opponent again is gonna just let the hog rider do the damage. This is the case with most of the people in the hog mountain. Yes, the hog mountain people, I don't know what's wrong with them, but if they don't actually see the way to go, they're not actually able to do any damage in the first few minutes. They're actually gonna just let you do the damage to that tower. That's something I actually hate about these guys. And that's the case with the second replay over here as well. You probably won't believe it. Just give this deck a try, and I'm really confident that this deck will do the damage. Make sure you're using it the way I'm actually using it. Make sure you're using it the right way, and that way you probably will be making the best out of this deck. So the tombstone not doing any damage over there, just going down with the giant skeleton with the giant skeleton explosion. So again, we're gonna do this great combo. This is a really great combo. The Valkyrie in front and 2 flying machines up behind. If that guy wouldn't actually taken that into consideration, they probably would have done a lot damage. It's pretty much would have costed out the opponent over here. So we're gonna rush over here to take down the second tower, but then just see what happens. We were not in a position to take down that tower. Just 88 points remaining. This is really unfortunate on our side. Here is the second one, and the other replays which I have actually are the ones which actually had opponents leave the game right in the middle as soon as they knew that they don't have the right cards to make it to beat this deck. So this one is the only deck which actually did make it around 5 to 6 battles. I actually did to make sure that I'm actually getting the right deck to showcase over here. No one actually did have a deck that actually could beat this apart from this guy who actually did a draw on this. This is really nice to see. At least some of the other guys actually able to do some of the other damage over here. So the hog rider again doing in some damage. Going to drop in the fire ice spirit, and the ice spirit is again going to freeze the hog rider for a few seconds. So we're both at level over here. We're both doing pretty great damage over here. So the opponent does have a similar deck to what I'm having. That's really nice. But then the hog rider over here is going to do again some damage to that tower over there. So the level 8 hog rider of course is really nice. So Now we're just gonna drop in the flying machine in order to take down the the knight, but then I actually had it to target the musketeer because the knight all alone would not do any damage. They should have probably dropped in the flying machine a bit further to make sure that I'm actually targeting the musketeer, but then that was kind of a misplacement over there. So again, the flying machine is going to do some damage over here. We're going to drop in the ice spirit to do some damage. We're going to drop in the tombstone again to drag the hog rider towards the side, and we don't have any card to do any more damage to the hog rider. The opponent is not going to zap it. I don't know what's wrong with him, but then if he would have actually zapped it, he actually would have taken down that tower all by himself. So again, we're going to continue the attack by dropping in the hog rider. The opponent did do a really great job by actually doing in some really good defensive job over here. The real good value for the poison spell is to do at least damage to 3 spells, and we're going to log it down to do some more damage to the musketeer. Musketeer again is a big threat, so I'm going to take that down, and I'm going to put in the tombstone again. I should have actually put it more towards the right, but I don't know, I didn't actually do it the right way. So again, the knight here is going to take down that tower there, so really unfortunate. I'm going to again drop in the poison to do damage. We're just going to make sure we're cycling up the poison along with the hog rider, so they're pretty much good over here. The fact that I just have level 3 poison, which is really bad. So I'm gonna log that tower down. I don't want to have any more tensions up in the ending stage of this gameplay. So I'm gonna just drop in the poison to do the damage. I mean the log to do the damage up right before. So again, the Valkyrie doing air splash to both the troops over here. The ice spirit pretty much not placed the right way. The tombstone again is kind of late over here. The fact that we actually couldn't drop it. So the hog rider again doing some damage over there. We're at some real bad damage over here. We're actually taking down a lot of damage, 1529. The fact that I'm actually dropping in the tombstone right before the opponent actually drops in the hog rider, because if I don't, the hog rider is pretty fast. You'll actually go in and take that tombstone really easily without any problem. So again, we're doing much more damage than what the opponent is actually doing at this point. So we're doing pretty good at this point, to be honest. So the opponent has another 1,500 hit points to deal with. So the opponent is again coming up with the hog rider, so I'm gonna put in another tombstone to do the damage over here. So the Valkyrie and the hog rider is not gonna do any damage at all. The Valkyrie up there did some really cool damage. We're again going to drop in the log to do some more damage to that tower. The hog rider didn't do any damage at all, which is really sad to see. Again, dropping in the tombstone to do the damage over here. The hog rider again will be facing in the tombstone, and we are pretty much good to go over here. So again, dropping in the ice spirit to do the damage, and we pretty much couldn't do the could not take the second tower at this point. So it is really great battle from this guy, to be honest. It was a really great battle. Well, yeah, you guys, this is the deck today. So it's a really nice deck. You would not believe the amount of times I've actually won with this deck. Most of them being the fact that they just left the game halfway. This is really bad. I don't know what is wrong with these guys, but then that's the case with this deck. I didn't probably find a real good winner over here with this deck. So hopefully you would find it. So make sure you give this deck a try. It's a really nice deck. Trust me, I'm really serious at this. It's a really good deck, and you probably want to try this out to make sure you're reaching up these arenas. So thank you so much for watching till the very end. I'm Ayrus. I'll be seeing you next time. Until then, goodbye.